Grace. June 19, 2014. Beloved ones, let us have discourse on the quality of love known as grace. This quality is present in an individual who realizes that their life here on earth is a gift, and they seek to live in harmony with the supreme power that creates everything in the universe, which brings spiritual, emotional, and mental freedom and profound feelings of happiness. They realize that the universe contains infinite blessings which support them with abundant life, joy, and prosperity. There is a recognition that there is always a flow of good into their lives, even though they feel that they have not done anything to deserve it. When a person lives in alignment with reality rather than struggling with illusions, they are living in a state of grace, and their expanded awareness inevitably leads to intense gratitude and actions motivated by compassion towards others. Grace frees an individual from the impulse to act on feelings that serve anything less than the highest good. Giving service to others is a natural expression of grace, and its associated feelings of kindness, love, compassion, radiance, joy, and serenity. Grace gives from a sense of abundance. When one is in the state of grace, service to others never feels obligatory or has any trace of resentment in its expression. By maintaining balance and equilibrium in the face of challenges and obstacles upon their path through life, a person lives in a state of grace. Grace is a process of enlightenment and gives one the ability to discern priorities from the countless distractions that clamor for one's attention. In the grace of unity with the ultimate source, one is able to let love flow through them, allowing for a deeper intimacy with others. Grace allows one to see their connections to those beyond their biological family, so that even as they see flaws, one can also see their divinity. Grace is the warmth in one's heart that gives the courage to carry the knowledge that love will prevail in the face of seemingly impossible predicaments. It is having so much love in one's heart that giving up is not an option. This expanded awareness leads to intense gratitude and actions that are motivated by compassion and the realization that the power that creates the universe, Creator, Source, God, supports the individual, and that if they align with these forces, they can co-create a life of abundance and joy by effortlessly surrendering to living in harmony with reality. When one has developed the ability to thrive with grace under challenging conditions, one develops faith that one can attain grace at any time, knowing this individual is certain that their thoughts, feelings, and actions will always be in harmony within them, no matter the uncertainty about the outcome of a situation. Grace is feeling gratitude for all that is. It is feeling gratitude for one's blessings, despite the circumstances. It is the individual's realization that trillions of cells in one's body all coordinate to give them life, and they become aware of all the events, synchronicities, and coincidences that must happen to support them in their life. Grace is a state of mind in an individual in which they freely acknowledge the adversities in their experiences and which they transcend by rising above them. As an individual moves in unison with all beings, all things, and all events, it leads to a deep sense of belonging and connection, which is a state of divine love. A person living in grace realizes the interdependence of all existence and depends upon no one person or thing. The individual experiences the realization that self and the other ultimately arose from the same place and are thereby not separate, but are connected as part of the whole. Grace is when one is at peace with themselves, their communities, and the world. The state of mind in grace is pleasing to the Creator, and such ineffable power enables one to maintain this state. Grace is the sense one feels that the forces in the universe are conspiring on one's behalf, as they realize that they are being supported by something beyond their own individual power. Grace is all around each person like the energy of the universe. As a spiritual strength, grace allows a person to realize their convictions, to do the right thing even when it is difficult to do so, and it is cultivated by exercising right actions each day, nourishing one's spirit, and taking breaks from the challenges of life in order to replenish one's vitality and life force. All living things wish to survive and thrive. When humanity experiences grace, they know they are thriving in harmony with themselves, with all others, and with the universe. Grace is a benevolent transformation into greater wisdom, compassion, and joy as a result of communion and connection with the source of the universe. All people, regardless of religion, personal history, or ability, have access to grace. I leave you now with the thought that your hearts and minds be opened and filled with grace from above, in the realization that everything is working for you, and that the entire universe is conspiring on your behalf. I am Archangel Gabriel. Channeled by Marlene Switless-Sultana, Keeper of the Symphonies of Grace. www.therainbowscribe.com www.movingintoluminosity.com